Hello, today we are making dal roti. Dal roti is dal stuffed in roti. First, most likely it's best to use gram dal because you don't get soggy. First, you put a cup of gram dal to boil with a little salt, hardi, and after it's soft enough, strain it out, food processor it, and then you braise it with a little bit, you braise it with a tablespoon of rama, a tablespoon of butter, with quarter tablespoon of jeera. Don't let it be too oily. So there's the already braised one. And normally I freeze my dal. This is the frozen one. I'm gonna show our mano. It's already done with salt. That's the frozen one. So this is what we do. We take about a 4 cloves of garlic smashed into the dough, the dal, and we got some nice dhania, fresh from the garlic, from the garden. With the garlic. Finely cut, not the stemmy part, all the leafy part. And then most people like it hot. They can use some pure chili powder. So we give it some coloring with a little bit of mixed masala.
What you got your masala, Captain? What container is this?
Yeah, nice container. They say this is a quarter teaspoon of masala, but some people who like it hot, they can use pure chili powder or crushed chilies. So when taking the dal out from the freezer, you have to add maybe a quarter cup of flour to it, almost a little, and you mix it well because the flour will make it grainy.
Absorb any moisture.
Yeah, so it will be easy to put in your. See, the color is not showing, so you put a little bit more. So it's like about a teaspoon of masala. But in the dough, when boiling, you already put hardi, salt. Must add hardi to your dough. And gram dal is the best to use for your dal roti. Yeah, now you can see it's showing nice color. Right, that's done. In the meantime, we put 2 tablespoons of butter and maybe quarter cup of.
Wait, right.
In the meantime, you put 2 tablespoons of rama butter and a quarter cup of cooking oil to get cooked out, because that is to smear on there. And already have your tawa getting heated up. Now, roti, we're going to promote snowflake.
Yeah.
This is a cup. So we're adding a serving. How many cups you do? 4.
4 cups you're adding, yeah, okay.
4 cups will give you like almost a dozen or 15 roti. 2.
Now, if you only get 15 roti from 4 cups, how many cups you're used to make when you was in the farm?
That time we made for big family. We should make about 4 dozen roti per time.
So then that was 16 cups of flour.
We didn't measure. Roti was a staple food. Okay, I'm using 3 cups, right?
3 cups, okay.
Because the 4th cup will be in the dough. Now, we take our salt. We have to measure everything. Do you like salt? So we put a whole teaspoon of fine salt, 2 tablespoons of hard rama. This dough won't be so rich because you're going to apply
The oil on top.
the oil on top.
Now, why the rama needs to be hard? Can't you melt the
Because we're going to breadcrumb it.
rama? Oh.
We already got melted the 1, 2. Now we are going to, and the dough must be a little stiff because it has to, so it's not like a, so we're going to mix all the items together and make it into breadcrumbs. See, it looks fluffy now. Let me just take my,
So you're breaking the rama that you put in up
yeah, like this.
to make like crumbs.
Right. We pour it gently and go round and make it. Now we can stir it. Must always work fast with roti dough because it's like making it hot, quick, so it comes soft. See now. This is how the water used.
Oh, the water was exact.
Yeah, I know. Because every time I make. Practice make perfect. You can see now the butter is melting into the dough. Usually we throw away our bread packets, but they come quite handy. You dust and keep them. And when making dough of any item, you can moisturize your dough with your, you don't have to knead so much. You don't overdo it with your dough. There you are, there's the dough. Show them the dough. You use your bread packet, dust it properly though, otherwise your breadcrumbs will go in it. Right. That's our dough. I use a wet dishcloth because these surface they normally slip. So the wet dishcloth, don't let them move around. Now we're starting with our first thing. When your dough gets sort of sticky, you can use flour, dry flour, but because we know the limit, it doesn't come sticky. Dry flour, you showing? This is how I chop there. This is one dough. And there are the doughs made with the hands. So we roll it up, roll. Press it down. Dip it into the flour. See? Then you hold it up in another palm, and there's the filling. You take, depend the amount of dough. So you start from the hand pressing, they all in, and you be able to do this. And there goes. Put a little more flour, and this is what you do again. You press it down, and you start to roll it. And then you see the dough going evenly around. And dal roti can be eaten plain with just a cup of tea. It's quite delicious. Isn't Babu?
Or with cheese.
Yeah, but can it be plain? Cheese and all, it just become rich.
Let me show how it's coming out.
Right, your tawa is quite hot.
Wait for me. Okay.
And the tawa must have a spatula because oil burns your hands. But I can do it with my hands. See, not a lot of flour is rolled. Only one you will show them, not all.
Yeah.
When it's done, show them.
So while this one is getting done, you're making the next one.
Yeah, but and the first one won't come out so nice because it's the first one.
It's like the first pancake.
Yeah. Then there's our boiled butter rama with the oil. In fact, if you got excess flour on you have to dust it out because the tawa becomes burnt.
Black.
Yeah, with the flour. But I don't use so much of flour. Well, I'm used to using flour. And there. And always remember, only turn the roti 3 times. Not more than 3 times. It becomes stiff. Then we got our container ready with the wax wrap. Right. You can rise it up to see. Yeah, it's getting cooked. Turn it. When the children was little, when it come into a ball, then we say clap hand for the ball. But there it goes, it's cooking. And for the next one.
Right, okay.
You use your spatula, you rise, it's sort of toasted. If you want it more like crispy, then you give it another turn, but not necessary. You can see how beautiful, red, cooked, rising, fully cooked. Like this is one fresh roti. Okay, many people want to know how the roti come along. It starts with your palm. When you take, you have to round it on your palm and then press it. That's when your roti come round. And there you are.